Hey guys, so a couple of buddies of mine from work and stuff have been asking me to do a more in-depth little short video on my air compressor and how I had it set up. So basically it's your standard air compressor. I cleaned it up and everything, but I want to get dry air in this tank. I don't want to be making water in this tank anymore because I want this to last me a long time. So what I've done is I've added this condenser right here. It came out of a car, I found it in a junkyard, really. Got it for nothing. This fan, that's an Amazon fan. It's a 12 volt, 80 watt fan for a car. 20 bucks on Amazon, cheap. And what it does is this hot air comes through here. And when it's compressing and filling this, man, it gets up to like 220 degrees right here in this pipe right here. And it used to be, it would go right here down in the tank and it would be hot as all get out in here. And you'd be making water in here. Now I've got it going through this condenser and this fan, and it pulls that hot air out as the air goes back and forth into here and cools everything down here also with the fan moving. So what I've got here is you got like 220 right here in this pipe. And by the time it comes out right here after it's been cooled, it's only like the ambient air temperature, 70, 80 degrees coming out of here. And then this is going into my tank. I know I'm making water right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put me another tank down here, run this line into another tank. That's gonna be my wet tank. That's where I'm gonna collect all my water. It's a junk tank, maybe a 10-gallon tank or something like that, something I can throw away. When it rusts, I'll just throw it away and get me another one. And then I'm gonna run it back up like this one is, and then go into my tank. And that way I will have cool, dry air in this tank. That'll make this tank last so much longer. But the nitty gritty on this fan is I've got 220 volts, 230 volts going in here. And so what I've got to do is I've got to get it down to 12 volts to run this fan. And so to accomplish that, you use this. This is an LED light ballast. It's a LED power supply is what it is. And this thing can run on the input side between 110 and 250 volts. And I've got 230 volts going into it on the input side. The output side is 12 volts at, I think it's, I want to say it's 100 watts. And this fan consumes 80 watts. So I'm putting out 100 watts here, so I'm good. That is where it goes from 220 volts to 12 volts to run this fan. And I've got it wired up through this switch. So when I turn this compressor on, my fan comes on automatically. And I don't have to do anything. I do need to replace this switch though, because it's not acting right. But anyway, long story short, you want to cool your air and then you want to get rid of it in another tank right here before you go into your main tank. These are like 800 bucks at the store. A junk 10-gallon tank, 20 bucks. Throw it away.